Good afternoon, it's Nicholas from Gandor Gaming, and today I bring you guys my Gold Pride Punk Goblin Biker Materiactor a Metalmorph deck profile 2024, technically 2025 when this official list comes out, post Supreme Darkness. If you don't know, this is the next core set in January that should be shake up the meta game in a very big way, especially for our deck, because we get introduced to two really busted things. First things first, for the Metamorph cards, we get Flame Metamorph. If you don't know, this basically makes the entire Metamorph engine generic, allowing you to access the Red Eyes Black Full Metal Dragon in any deck that has space, which is a free Omni Negate burn card, which is really strong. And I actually do think if people catch on to this, we'll be playing this as like a staple engine going forward, like people used to do with the Adventure package. And we also get the Materiactors, which is a brand new rank 3 archetype. Now, technically, it's not brand new because the original archetype was revealed like 3 to 4 years ago in a previous set. But now it's actually fleshed out into an archetype as of this set, Supreme Darkness. And it actually is absolutely insane for our purposes as a Gold Pride Punk Goblin Biker player. So, yeah, this is a 60 card monstrosity, as you can see. And honestly, this deck is my heart and soul. I'm not going to lie to you guys. For the last for the last 2 years, I have been playtesting Punk, trying to optimize it to the best of its ability to make it the strongest deck it could ever be. And I think this is finally it. I think this is its newest metamorphosis, its final form for now. And honestly, I don't know how it can get higher from here. These cards are absolutely insane, and this is without the brand new Punk cards. We know we're getting more Punk cards, and if the spoilers are true, which 99% sure they are, we're eating good in 2025. We're already eating good in 2024. We're already eating good in 2023, and 2022, of course. But yeah, no, we're going to be eating good in 2025 because this deck, I think, should be on the tier A, tier 1 competitive tier as a Supreme Darkness, and it only gets better once the new Punk cards come out, and probably more Goblin Biker support comes out. So I'm really excited to show you all this deck. Let's get straight into this. So first things first, the Punk, Gold Pride, and Goblin Biker ratios have not changed whatsoever. We're still playing 3 Ogre Dance, 3 Foxy Tune, 1 of each of Deer Note, Shirakusai, Wagon, and Madam Spider, and of course the 3 Xiamen. We're also playing 1 copy of Psychic Wheeler and Tracker as our honorary punks. They're also level 3 extenders that can be summoned off E-Telly, and they can be searched off our Jam Dragon Drive. For our Gold Pride, we're playing 1 Nitro Head who stops basically evenly matched Lightning Storm and Kashtira monsters, and he's a level 8, so he's actually really good against Link decks, and he helps you Synchro Summon into a level 11, which is really strong. Rollerballer is a level 5, so any 3 plus him equals our Jam Dragon Drive, as long as it's a level 3 tuner that is Psychic. And also, it's a quick fusion into our Rollerballer, who's basically super poly for the deck. And it is really powerful. We all know what Rollerballer does, and he's just a fantastic one-up for the deck. For the last of the Gold Pride main deck monsters, we're playing 3 Captain Carry and 3 Leon. Carry searches out our lovely Start Your Engines. Also, it's a level 3 extender. And Leon is a level 3 extender tuner that on spell summon can reborn a Gold Pride monster, but you're locked into Gold Prides for the rest of the turn. Also, it's a quick synchro on your opponent's turn to make any synchro in the game, which is really strong, but it does require you to use Gold Pride monsters. The only real target we have is either Amazing Dragon or Second Hand Punisher, just because of how tight the extra deck is. For our Goblin Bikers, they have not changed in ratios. We're still only playing the 1 Doug, the 1 Mean, and the 1 Boom Mac. These cards are absolutely insane. Doug searches your grand opening. Mean Merciless and Boom Mac are just really lovely extenders from the grave and hand, and they're just really great cards. Of course, we're playing the Speedroid Terratop package of the 3 Terratop and the 1 Takatomborg. Just really essential cards. We're also playing the Metamorph cards. Again, I made a whole video about these guys. I think every deck that can figure this out will be playing this as like an engine, because Flare Metamorph, this trap card makes this engine viable in any deck. All you have to play is 3 copies of Metal Zoa, 3 copies of Incoming Machine, And of course, the 1 copies of Flare Metal and the main deck boss monster, Red Eyes Dark Full Metal Dragon. And basically, if you draw enough cards, you just have access to a free Omni Negate in the main deck, which is really, really strong and really, really powerful. Not to mention, you can easily side these out for board breakers going second, so it's not even a bad pick there. Also, it's good in time because it will burn your opponent, which this deck already does need help with time because we are paying a shit ton of life points as a Punk deck. Also in this new set, we have the Material Actors. We're playing 3 Expart, 1 Zepto Wing, and 1 Gigarad. For our vanilla of choice, because if you don't know, the Material Actors revolve around vanilla monsters, we're playing 1 Gen X Controller. The reason why we chose Controller is because it's a level 3 tuner monster. Its attribute doesn't really matter for our purposes, but it does have the potential if we end up going into the XYZ 0, if we can end up somehow fitting him back into the deck. If you don't know, I made a whole video on him. He's the, what's it called? The Gen X boss monster, the Gen X Return 0 guy. He requires a Dark Tuner, which this is. Not to mention 3 plus 7 equals 10, so it allows you to make him, which is really, really solid. The only issue is that our extra deck is a little cramped, and I really didn't have anything I could possibly cut without cutting like Second Game Punisher or something, and I thought that wasn't worth it. So instead, we're just playing a Gen X Controller because it's a level 3 tuner, and it has some interesting synergies. Well, maybe one day, if the extra deck ever gets expanded upon, then maybe we can fit him in there. But for now, I cut him out because he's just not too necessary for the combo. We're also playing 1 Ghost Ogre Snow Rabbit. It's searchable off our Jam Dragon Drive. Not to mention, it's an E-Telly target. It's just a really, really great card. It's a Psychic level 3 tuner that can pop anything, which is pretty solid. And then finally, playing 3 copies of Gillosaurus as our generic level 3 extender. This could be any level 3 you want to play as an extender. This could be anything you can think of from the top of your head. Personally, I just prefer Gillosaurus because it's so easy. I don't have to like jump through hoops to summon this guy. He just summons himself for free, not once return. You don't have to play any Garnet ratios with him. It just feels really nice. And then finally, for our spells and traps, we're playing 1 Punk Jam Extreme Session. This is the field spell. We're also playing 1 Goblin Biker Grand Entrance, 3 copies of Incoming Machine, which searches out our Zoa the Fiendish Beast. We're also playing 3 Mercy Teleports, 2 Better Luck Next Time for the Gold Pride. And then for our traps, which we're playing a total of 6, actually 7, I believe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, 6. We're playing 1 Start Your Engine, 1 Full Armor XYZ for the XYZ Armor Package, 1 Dangerous Gabu. This is for the Punk Imperm. The lovely, lovely Virtue Stream, which is Sword Soul Blackout, because we are playing Levitier. And we're also playing the Flare Metalmorph, and of course the Material Actor Critical. This is a new counter trap, which is absolutely insane. So you're probably wondering, what the hell is this hodgepodge of garbage supposed to do? Well, this hodgepodge of garbage is supposed to set up not only 3 Omni Gates in the form of a counter trap, Dragoons, and a lovely, lovely form of negation and Utopic Draco Future, but it's also supposed to set up some really, really powerful interruptions in form of quick synchros, XYZs, and fusions on your opponent's turn, and make some really, really disgusting boards. For the extra deck, we're playing 1 Pinballer, 1 Red Eyes Dark Metal Dragoon, 1 copy of Rising Carp, 1 Second Game Punisher, the 1 Amazing Dragon, the 1 Punk Jam Dragon Drive, the 1 copy of Muddy Mud Dragon, the 1 copy of Utopic Draco Future, and of course Utopic Future, 1 copy of Full Armored Dark Knight Lancer, 1 copy of XYZ Armor Fortress, 1 copy of Levitier Dragon, 1 copy of Metamorph X-Guard, 1 Cherry Carry, and of course the 1 Big Gaganga. And that is it for the extra deck. If I had more space, I would definitely want to fit in a Berserk Tengi or of course, the Ally of Justice Return 0. There's a lot of monsters I want to fit in this extra deck, but I just can't. And I'm really happy with the results. This deck can make some really, really disgusting boss monsters. And honestly, I've gotten like full combo with 2 monsters left in the extra deck and then summoned everything on turn 1. This deck kind of just does everything, and it's absolutely insane. And yeah, it just turbos out every boss monster you can possibly think of. And they're all sticky boss monsters too. The Full Armor Dark Knight Lancer is a relinquish effect. Not to mention, if it would die once, the trap card Engrave will protect it. Not to mention, it's just like a big-ass beat stick, which is really, really strong. It's like 5,000 something attack. Then, of course, our lovely, lovely Utopic Draco future. Not only is he a monster to negate steel, but he also cannot be destroyed by battle or card effects, which is absolutely insane. Of course, Red Eyes Darkness Dragoon does not need an introduction. This card is absolutely amazing. It's just a free Omni Negate by discarding any card from hand. And then it also gains 1,000 power, and it cannot be destroyed by battle or card effects, which is just absolutely insane. Oh no, it can't be destroyed by battle. My apologies. I'm getting it mixed with Utopic Draco future. It can't be destroyed by card effects, and neither player could target this card with card effects. So it's untargetable, which is absolutely insane. And yeah, of course, Second Punisher is in a physical towers. As long as my life points are lower than yours, he is unaffected by activated card effects, which is absolutely insane. So yeah, this deck not only makes some really, really gigantic boss monsters, but they're also like really hard to get around or remove. This deck also sets up like Omni Negates in form of Materiactor Critical and of course Dragoon himself. And it just kind of just says, look, man, I don't care you're playing Tempai. You might have 12 board breakers in hand. I will have negates up the wazoo. You're going to need, like, fucking everything under the sun. You're going to need spear mode to get rid of my ass. And even then, I'm just going to kill you on the crackback because I'm just going to make Second Punisher and punch you really, really hard in the face. This deck kind of just does everything. It plays through so much shit. The reason why it's a 60 card pile with 0 hand traps is because we just want as much gas as possible in order to turbo out some of the most disgusting boards our deck can ever produce. And that's kind of the whole goal of this deck. Yes, it does lose to cards like Droll. I wouldn't say it loses to Droll. We have anti-Droll lines now, which feels really, really good. Like, we could end on a Utopic Draco future through Droll, as long as we have 2 level 3s on field, which feels fantastic. Also, what feels really good is that the entire Metalmorph package does not play into Droll whatsoever. Well, it does. Incoming Machine does, but if you want to go Incoming Machine, they Droll you. Doesn't matter. You spell something out Zoa. Zoa gets yourself the trap, sets it from deck. Then on your opponent's turn, you just summon out the Red Eyes Black Full Metal Dragon, and you just have a free Omnigate burn card, which is just kind of insane, which also helps you play through Droll. And yeah, this deck kind of just does everything under the sun. And if you somehow manage to open a Dragon monster or a Vanilla monster, you can also just end on Dragoon through Droll, which also feels really, really strong. So yeah, that's really it for the deck profile. I'm going to have a whole video list tomorrow. So just enjoy the list, enjoy its perfection, enjoy its beauty, because I'll be showing you the combos and what these decks ends on tomorrow. So hope you all enjoyed. Don't do anything stupid. See you on the next one. But just for a sneak peek, I'll show you one replay at the end of this video, just so that you're like, oh man, I see this really incredible deck list, but no combo tutorials. Well, I'm just going to show you one quick video. I'm not going to go over it. I'm just going to show you it and just show you what the end board can look like. Anyway, see you all next one. Bye-bye.